Welcome, everyone, to the Onward Master League. I'm your host, Wookie, with just one E, and I'm joined today by my good co-caster, TFH. How are you doing, TFH?
Oh, I am doing really nicely today. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Sun's going down soon, so I think it's time for some amazing Onward.
Where are you on Earth? It's already down here.
I am casting from a remote location. It's a secret bunker, live via satellite. That's right. But yeah, I'm excited for this matchup today. We have Mayhem versus Fury. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but me, Wookie, I'm on Mayhem, and TFH is on Fury. So this will be a really special and interesting cast, I think, where we're sitting here casting both of our teams. There's no other way that this could have happened. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even challenge each other. So we had to take advantage of this rare opportunity.
Life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is the lemonade cast.
Yes, it's I swear, every time we hear James Boak say, "Stay tucked in," I'm going to take a shot. We're just turning this into a drinking game. What was your condition too on your team?
I was thinking every time that we talk about Crimson lagging a bit, is either Evolution swearing or GT capping. So
Okay, good. So we won't get entirely wasted before the stream's halfway over. So that's good.
The other two will definitely keep me by. But nice GT cap. My bias is there. I'm gonna just be very blatant there. I'm a bit of a Fury fan, if not their biggest fan. So.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Fury, but an even bigger fan of Mayhem. Obviously, I'm also extremely biased. So
Mayhem's aight.
Yes, Fury's aight too. You know, like they aight. No, but you guys are, you guys are quite a fun team, and you guys could totally win if Mayhem don't bring their A game today. Neither of us are obviously rostered. I'm not sure who will be playing on either side. Mayhem, well, I should say James still hasn't made a lobby for us to join.
Yeah.
But that said, we could at least talk about bans and our own team's weaknesses for everyone to know.
Well, your team just automatically bans one of our better strengths. Y'all banned Suburbia, or Mayhem banned Suburbia. God, I keep this neutral. Don't want anyone calling in saying the casters are biased.
Oh no, I'm sure this is gonna be one of the most biased casts ever. But we've
had buddy cast before, like Viper and Radar Head casting together, and they're like the only people who cast together. But they're on the same team, so we rarely get two casters talking about each other's teams.
Yeah, on the same game.
But,
so obviously, normally we're not this biased, but we're obviously going to be rooting for each other's teams.
We're going to be like, one of us is going to be salty by the end of this.
That's very true. That's true. Well, I don't know if salt is the right word.
It's not me. Maybe like discouraged.
Maybe shocked even. I don't know.
Oh no, I think we can both be shocked.
True. That's not a emotion reserved for anyone here behind the desk today.
Yeah,
but
the second ban will be Tanker from my team, Fury.
Now, why is that? Why do you guys ban Tanker? You just
personally, I actually enjoy a bit of Tanker, but a bunch of the guys on the team, they're not the biggest fans of it, so and they just don't feel as confident on it. So that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no other reason for Mayhem to ban Suburbia other than the fact that we just hate that map. It's not like there's anything. It's not necessarily a ban and weakness. It's just that we don't like to play that map, and why bother developing strats for it?
It's a little overplayed.
Right.
You're just taking an SMC approach to it. So like, we'll play every other map, but we can practice every other map. We just know we're not playing Suburbia, and who else? What else will the other team ban?
That's right. Does look like the first map today will be Downfall.
I think Fury have been doing pretty good on this map. Like, we've beaten Rome on this map at least once, maybe twice out of the 3 times we played them this season. But I feel Fury is definitely in a good spot on this map to start.
Yeah. Now, do you guys are in your opinion, are you guys good at this map, or do you guys try to avoid this map like we avoid Suburbia?
I've got my personal opinions, which I'm not a big fan of this map, actually. That's because I'm not rolling with the stock.
Oh, I didn't know you don't play with the stock.
I used to, but whenever I kept having to change my controllers out,
interesting.
with the index and having to RMA those all the time, I just stopped putting it together. So this entire season I've been playing without a stock. So I personally prefer the closer range maps, but
yeah. I mean, unfortunately for Fury, this is Mayhem's favorite map. So I think Quarantine is our favorite map, but I don't know. Maybe
Quarantine's also our favorite map as well, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be played.
Yeah, perfect. So
maybe they'll keep it for round 3 just to keep it spicy.
Right. Let's talk about this, the roster today. Now that everyone's in the lobby, except for Todd, I think. Are you struggling to get in the lobby?
I'm here.
Okay, great. Awesome. Fantastic. So for Fury, we have Evolution, Bald-Headed, War Within, Crimson Catalyst, and GT for you to view. The Mayhem side, we have Defilade, Theta, Potato Bot, James Boak, and Technic. Almost the OG lineup, except I'm here today. So we have Theta and
what are you talking about?
I've been OG. I've been there before they were called Mayhem, so I think I'm a little OG, just slightly.
A tad OG.
Just a tad, yeah. Now, Mayhem have opted to play defense first, so this is actually Fury's map pick. That's why I was wondering how you guys felt about this map, because I'm kind of surprised to see that you guys have picked it against us.
I'm a little surprised with it too, but I think we do pretty well on this map, so I'm not. It's not like the worst pick we could have done.
Sure.
But it will definitely bring good action on both sides.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to come out of this, guns blazing.
No better way to do it on Downfall, in my opinion.
That said, we are diving into round 1 here. Some last-minute audibles called by James. Looks like some members of Mayhem not fully on the same page, but now they are. James always has to set them straight. They always get a little rambunctious.
He's the leader.
That's true, he is.
Yeah, because it used to be Defilade was the leader, but then it was given to James, right?
No, Defilade is still the leader, but James is the co-captain.
But we know James is really in charge.
Yeah, Defilade does. He is quite busy in his day job, so most of the stuff is handled by James. This is true. But Fury making a nice strong approach to the West Street over here. They do get called out with that gunfire from Theta. He's in the Marsoc dark room.
Yeah, and being able to identify which side that push is coming on is just so crucial for Mayhem if they want to be able to try to take down Fury. But Mayhem are just staying tucked in, like you said James would say.
Has he said it yet? I've got my Jack Daniels sitting right here.
I have not heard it yet. I'm just drinking a Corona.
Wow, that's edgy.
I am very edgy. I'm in the spirit of the times, okay?
Not a Bud Light virus.
No, I think it'd be more of a Heineken virus.
True. Crimson is making his way up to Center Hotel here. So far, he is the furthest pushed up on this offensive. We have 2-3 split coming out. We got 2 members of Fury coming and approaching hard on the east side. Same is true with the west side, I want to say.
Yeah,
They're making
monitoring that White House, make sure no one does anything funky from there. But I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Fury.
He's got an LMG to suppress it. He's not gonna be sniping. Tailbot's gonna be able to find Evolution though. It's the first pick goes to Mayhem.
Yeah, I was just about to comment that you guys are doing a great job approaching the objective, but now with 2 members from Fury down, I kind of retract my statement. Poor Fury have already lost 2 members on that west approach. Now it's really going to come down to the eastern push.
Yeah, that the push. Oh, Defilade finds GT as well. This is not looking good for Fury. War is throwing some smokes out, which is the right idea when you come to this objective, but he's got to take down Potato Bot and recognize where that position is.
Curious to know what Bald-Headed is going to do here. He's kind of all alone. He doesn't know which way to go. He knows that there's people in the Marsoc buildings on the South Hills. He obviously knows, he just checked his tablet, that everyone's pretty much dead over here on the western push. It's just War Within. I don't know what War Within's trying to attempt here. He's letting the smokes fizzle out.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just trying to watch for angles that are being watched at, try to see where the hotspots are, and try to work from there. I think he knows that the previous, attempt just to run up to the objective failed.
Yeah.
And he's trying something a little different.
Do you think he was trying to bait some crosses there with that smoke or something?
I don't know about the crosses, but I have a feeling it was more for just trying to make sure that his rotations like inside the building are clear and that he can maneuver around freely without Potato Bot having a sight.
Oh, good call out from War Within. He does spot Defilade moving around over there on the South Marsoc or North Marsoc building.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Bald-Headed needs at this point. He needs to know where this information is at.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's in a very exposed position to that white tower. If whoever's in there, I think it's probably it's Technic in there, makes a rotation into that secondary building. James finds War Within. It's all up to Bald-Headed now. He's able to find James.
Oh, he found Defilade actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, he found Defilade.
James just took out War Within.
That is true, yeah.
But he's just oh, he's dead. Yep, I apologize. Defilade was downed.
Bald-Headed. Mayhem will go up the first point against Fury. And I don't, this is, I don't even know, man. It's like, you guys are definitely holding the better angles in that one. Like you were just staying tucked. Like Mayhem was just holding great angles that only really expose themselves once Fury has to make that rotation. And that makes it really difficult on Fury because I think of ourselves as really a really incredibly skilled team when it comes to like super close range combat. And that puts the team into a little bit more of a tough spot. But I've seen Fury do some crazy stuff. I have hopes for them.
Yeah, I mean, that approach looked really good on the West Street. I think Fury just got a little loose with it. I mean, this is round 1 of the series, so you're allowed to make some mistakes and get warmed up, I guess.
Yeah.
I just think that they were a little exposed on that approach there.
Well, Fury will have the chance to defend, and maybe this is a Volk-biased map, and maybe Fury will find their groove in the defense rather than in the offense.
That's
I
true.
think that's something that can. It's a totally legit theory, and we see a lot of teams really thrive on very specific sides of the map.
Would you say that you guys were ready to do a downfall map choice?
We've played it a lot, so especially this season. So I think a whole lot more than, from a personal standpoint, being on Fury has prepared me for downfall a whole lot more than being on Riot has.
Nice.
Personally, when I can't really compare it to this season because I wasn't on Fury before, but being on Riot, I personally never biased myself toward Downfall because I just never really personally liked the map enough to play it in League.
Yeah, Downfall is a very challenging map. So again, I'm kind of surprised that if you guys like the closer range map that you chose Downfall against a team like Mayhem. But I'm excited to see what Fury pulls out of their hat here on this objective. Crimson is making his way towards Center Hotel right now.
Is he making his way downtown?
Yes, walking fast.
His face is fast, but he's
Yep.
homebound.
We got the northeast spawn coming out of Marsoc, so Mayhem will have to close the distance for sure. We've got War Within over here in the dark room of North Marsoc.
Yeah, that's such a great spot to hold. I think he's already given his position away, though, by already firing.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see James and Potato hanging out in the North Hotel, but they're just trying to get their bearings, I believe. Waiting for that eastern flank to make its way. Is that Technic all the way up on the hill? I think it is. Yep, Technic is
doing really good up on that hill.
Technic might find what's his name over there in the south ravine.
That is Bald-Headed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think Bald-Headed's ready for this flank.
Tech may not see him.
Yes,
see.
He's just a dot. If Bald-Headed moves, though, that's going to be at the end of him, though.
That's a really good... Yeah, that's a really good position by Bald-Headed, actually. Kind of hanging out in that lower elevation, keeping your head low to the ground like that. I mean, that's a smart move.
Yeah, and he's looking a different direction than... So is Technic. Technic is focused elsewhere. And he has that 4x, so he's definitely not looking at Bald-Headed right now.
Yeah, he's really... Technic is focused on that South Marsoc building and...
Trying to make sure no one rotates from it.
Yeah, exactly. So he I don't think he'll ever expect to find Bald-Headed down here.
I don't even think Theta's expecting it either, but Bald is looking...
Oh, Bald
spots Technic. It ducks just in time for Theta. He might be able to get himself a nice double here and get Fury on the uphill or on the downhill here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that much room to work with because he has no cover.
Yeah, Theta's got to find some cover quick before Bald-Headed takes him out. He does make it to that tank. Meanwhile, shots ring out from Potato Bot. He's just peppering that Marsoc building, trying to scare the dark room. Bald and Bald and Theta are still just exchanging gunfire.
Definitely is able to find GT with a nice little M16. I think it's a sniper loadout.
Really nice shot by Defilade there. He is the resident sniper for Mayhem, aside from Technic. So, I mean, Tech and Defilade tend to trade off
the sniper role.
Yeah, it depends on what mood they're in.
I mean, you can still put a 4x on any gun, I think. So you can still have snipers without the class of, being officially designated the marksman.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like James and Potato are aware of Crimson's position. Oh, James trying to find what's his name down there in the South Ravine. There's a lot of Fury members down there.
Yeah, I mean, we love our ravines, man. I don't know what to say.
Ooh, Potato does find Crimson with a beautiful headshot through the window.
Very nicely done. Now Mayhem have control over the Center Hotel. Fury are still down one man.
Ooh.
Theta finds War Within.
Theta got really brave there. Baldhead is going to cross paths with Theta. So Theta finds two. Evolution with the refrag on Theta, though.
Go.
Potato's trying to take out the South Ravine.
He's pushing from Valley.
It's all up to Evo right now, and he's in a very interesting spot. He's being chased by James, but he's not able to find either of those picks, and Mayhem locked down a second one.
James is going for that cap, too.
Yeah. I think that was the right choice on Evo's side, is to prevent the cap rather than prevent the point.
Oh, definitely. You always want to die on the objective then let the team cap for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny hearing that drone come out of deflate at the end. It's like, yeah, we don't need it. We're good. We know where everyone is.
Why are you flexing on me, man?
It's just funny because I don't know if they knew the kill count or not.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, y'all seem to be pretty good on your kill counts from when I've casted you before.
We have our moments where we totally.
Yeah, I mean, every
Mess
team
that
does.
up.
I've even seen Globo do that. So, like the capping opportunity is so there, but they're thinking that someone is on objective, but no, he's off somewhere else flanking because he doesn't check his tablet, you know?
Right. I mean, that's the danger of playing, the sniper role too. Is it's really easy to lose track of time on a large map like this.
And it's like the exact opposite of flanking. You find yourself off of objective not because you're moving, but because you just tried to find a vantage point. You just lost track of time. Whereas when you're normally flanking, you're just so far away, and that timer ticks down to the final 30 seconds, and you are nowhere near the objective.
Yeah, exactly. Then you gotta like really hustle when that happens.
You get like the Rocky music going on in the background. We're gonna hop into round 3 now, as Mayhem defend the second objective. They're gonna look for a quick spawn. That's not gonna happen. It's gonna be tank spawn for Fury.
The other quick spawn. It is lower.
It's all quick spawns for this objective.
It is lower dumpster here.
There is the north one as well, so it's mostly gonna be a quick spawn.
I'm gonna see some action down here in the South Canyon. Baldhead is running right towards Technic's position. Technic does end up making it inside the South House.
Yeah, Ball's just watching that window, which is the right idea to do when you have this objective, because it's almost guaranteed that someone's going to be up there.
GT opting to be the one guy that goes around to the northeast and tries to get a different approach on this objective here. Feels like he should have a battle buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no longer the guy who makes strats, so I try to avoid it as much as I can, even though I let that slip. But generally, it's better to have a battle buddy. But if you're going up against a team that you know is going to condense more onto the objective, it's okay to just send one guy on the flank. It can be pretty effective. Technic is able to find evolution though, and I think Baldhead has a very good idea where Technic is now.
He just dropped down. I don't know if I got him or not.
Yeah, Crimson took shots at whoever that is over there in the center hotel. Probably Potato.
Yeah, he's got that, I want to say it's an HK416, but it's not. Because it's actually an American-made rifle. But
Oh, it's actually James over here in center hotel. Calling out Crimson's location to a T. Oh, he almost.
Almost the last words from Crimson were, "Well, I'm compromised." What a way to go out.
That was a close call for him, but nice moves getting out of that building by Crimson.
Yeah.
Lives to see another day.
He just moved quick. He didn't try to be sneaky about it. He knew that he was spotted, and he has to go down a different approach, and he just did the right thing in that case. Now he has to worry about Technic, who's probably very aware of Crimson's location, and he's going to take some pot shots along that ridgeline now. All of Fury know exactly what's going on. And Baldhead is just trying to be as quiet as possible.
Yeah, I wonder if Bald is going to sneak up on Technic. He's getting pretty distracted here, those two members of Fury on that Marsoc building.
I don't want to say he could run up.
I do too.
The amount of noise going on, it would be really hurt to hear Bald even running.
Yeah, Technic would be pretty much caught off guard, I want to say. I think Bald is waiting for Technic to leave the building, though.
And it's interesting seeing Bald play this slow. I mean, Bald is such a great player. He's so fast on those small maps. Like, he's able to get to these points. You'd think, like, how is someone able to get there? But he's just able to do that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, to see him play like this as well, very masterfully. You know, he understands the full mechanics of the game in a way that a lot of other teams don't understand.
Oh, someone is right next to Defilade. Oh, well. He
And
was
GT
on objective.
is on objective. Yes. Oh no, he was, but he was able to stop that.
I'm like, how the heck did
GT.
he bypass 3 members of Mayhem? Ball does find Technic
Very nice.
Technic left the building.
James is able to find Crimson finally.
Finally.
Probably thinking he let him get away once. He's not gonna let him get away again.
Just
Now
2
Bald is-
members.
Yeah, he's just trying to monitor the situation, try to find where things are. Bald's got the only kill on this round so far. And he knows his position has been compromised. I think Bald very knows what the kill count is now.
Yeah, Fury was able to find 1 member of Mayhem, but it's currently a 2v4 situation for Bald-Headed and War Within. Smoke's coming out. Oh, the
I
flashbang.
think Theta's very aware of the situation. Oh, Bald almost tried to get one, and now it's all up to War. Just that pre-fire from Theta is on point, and he's going to be able to find another one as War Within goes down. Mayhem go 3-0.
Come on, Fury. I'm kind of rooting for you guys here to get a few points on the board
I'm,
right now.
fully rooting for him. Like, when I saw Bald got Theta, I was like, yes!
Yeah, that was a nice approach. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Bald's pre-fire missed Theta's head.
Yeah, it just Theta was in such a good position. He was totally ready for that. Bald did not exactly know where Theta was, as well as Theta knew where Bald was, and just the maths were on Theta's side in that kind of situation. But
Plus,
running down the timer as well, there wasn't really much that Bald could have done.
Right. I mean, and plus James was there to get the refrag. Yeah. I would have liked to see a little bit of coordination between Bald and War Within to storm that dark room together. They kind of went in one at a time. But, it is what it is.
Fury's like one of those teams where it's like we do really well when we're just all in our own zone. And so we do call-outs, obviously, but sometimes it's just kind of these subliminal thoughts that go through our minds that make some really awesome plays kind of come out, which is really why it's kind of addicting to be on a team like that.
Right. Not going to see a quick spawn.
It's going to be a mirroring spawn, actually.
It will be that.
The other quick spawn. Quick Spawn 2. Return.
The sequel. Evo is
Starring
looking
Crimson
for
Catalyst. Evolution. James Boak. Technic. TFH and Wookie.
I've seen a 3-2 split coming out of Mayhem. 2 going to the northeast. I'm assuming it's Potato and James.
And we got
Technic going up on the mountain. I'm guessing.
I
on
don't
the south.
think I don't think Technic goes any other way. I don't think he even realizes there's a whole other map to it.
I don't think he does either.
Is this a shooting gallery?
Someone should let him know.
Hey man, I'm gonna let you deal with your team, okay?
All right, fair enough. I'm surprised Crimson hasn't seen Theta or Deflate. I'm like, they're so close, yet their paths haven't crossed quite yet.
No, just there's a giant mountain in the way, and sometimes, that's just a metaphor for life, just so close but so far.
Yes, followed by it's always the grass is greener on the other side, I guess.
Yeah, except there's no grass on downfall. But ooh, the meat has been made.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be a trade. Very nicely done.
Crazy trade coming out there. Theta almost getting picked off by that south house. Nope, Theta did not get the guy sniper tower. He's very much alive and kicking. That's GT. Is he your guys' resident sniper?
Not really. GT likes to stick around more with the specialist class, personally.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Either that or a rifle.
I don't see any magnification on his gun, so I'm assuming he's not really sniping. He's just watching that south approach.
I think if anything, Bald is probably our best sniper.
I didn't even know he snipes.
No, he doesn't. But he's just the most qualified one to do it.
Oh, I didn't even notice evolution on the church here.
He's a very spiritual man.
He did miss him. I did hear a curse word come out of evolution.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so for all the folks at home, it's your cue to take a shot.
The Fury Mayhem drinking game going on.
And
I haven't heard James say "stay tucked" yet.
That's only when he plays Volk. So.
Oh, I gotta look out for that then.
Yeah.
I'll just monitor James Boak because that's totally not stealing strats.
Technic down here on the South Hill is trying to find a shot on GT. I don't think he's gonna find it though, and he's kind of burning up precious time doing so. Yep. Members of Mayhem still. Wow, that
one shot.
Church dead. Oh, poor Evolution. He never stood a chance.
He was just not spiritual enough, but he got sacrificed.
Not
Maybe that's what Fury
enough.
needs is a sacrifice.
A blood sacrifice. Oh, Ball does find James.
Case. now the demons have swirled around Bald, giving him superpowers and what not have you.
Looks like Bald caught James as he was running up the stairs.
Yeah, he's in such a great little spot to be able to kind of catch those kind of movements out.
Now, Potato's going to start moving towards the center hotel. Going to try and get that refrag on Bald.
Yeah, I don't even think Bald's ready for it just yet. I think he's going a very interesting route. He's going a very exposed route. Oh, he makes the rotation. Bald is not made aware of it.
He's down, taking third.
Potato Bot is able to exercise the demons from Bald after
That's a good way of putting it.
the blood sacrifice of evolution. Nade goes out in front of objective, but no one's there to receive it. Technic finds GT free to view. Smoke's going out there from Potato Bot as he tries to pre-fire, prevent that rotation from happening, and he will be able to find more within. Mayhem will take map 1, 4-0.
If I had to be critical of Mayhem, they took way too long to set up that approach. But still, nonetheless, a great attack from Mayhem. And they had about a minute left to execute that plan. And usually they make it a little sooner than that, right? Like we try to aim for the 3-minute mark, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, especially on casted matches, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure what the holdup was.
Guys. Can't waste our time.
Seriously. But yes, as you say, they will go up 4-0 on downfall.
Y'all play like Globochem then, because I've noticed that they always do their push around the halfway mark as well.
I think
So
that's
they're
just
not like
the
danglers,
best.
Or, I'm sorry, not like beginners where they just wait till the final minute.
Yeah, I think that's just the best meta for Onward. I mean, you ideally want to, on large maps anyways, you ideally want to stage your assault around the 3-minute mark. That way you have some time to, you know, make it or flank around. If your plan fails, you want some of that time left over to reposition and, you know, group up and reattack.
It looks like that we're gonna have a cycle from Mayhem.
Yes, they are subbing in
Tech
Cappy
Day.
now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cappy's a good close range, so I'm not surprised about that.
Oh yeah, Cappy loves cargo. This is Cappy's map.
Yeah, he does really. He exceeds on this map really well from whenever I play with him, so I'm really not surprised about that rotation at all. No rotations from Fury, as I can tell. I know we have 2 on standby, but they are both new index people, and
Okay.
they're still in that period of getting used to it. So who knows? We may see him in the 3rd map. It'd be cool to see Mobstar in our newest / oldest pickup, the Crazy Mike.
You guys got
Crazy Mike was one of the founders of Fury, so you can call him the newest pickup, but he's really not. he's always been a team player for us ever since.
The prodigal son returns. He comes home to his team.
Exactly.
Nice. Yeah, no, that learning curve with the index is no joke. It definitely takes a while to adjust to that, especially if you're coming from something like a CV1 or any controller, really, where you're used to holding the controller and you know, just it's a completely foreign thing to wrap your head around. It's like, no, you don't actually hold onto the controllers. They just sit, they float in your hand essentially. Are you an index user?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. It's weird.
It's a different experience. I mean, it's a pretty revolutionary controller. Like,
Yeah.
if you just think about like what you're doing, like you're just moving your hands around. They get totally modeled into VR, and that's gonna be a bit of a learning curve to get used to. It took me about a month to really to the point where I felt like I mastered it.
I would agree. It took me minimum a month. Like, your brain is just so used to holding on to a controller that every time I would spawn in, I'd still be holding my controller, and then I'd be like dropping grenades and ammo and stuff.
And the thing is, like, when you're holding a controller, you're having a haptic like feedback loop that tells you, okay, I'm pressing this in now.
Yeah.
There it is. I have this now. Whereas the index, you don't really got that. You just, like, you feel the controller. That's it. You're holding it.
Really aggressive start coming out of Fury. They're smoking up the objective and getting their positions set for that middle. What is it? The middle warehouses? Like, what do you call that?
I just call it the midpoint. Bald-headed gets a really nice nade onto Potato Bot in a nice refrag kind of style. That
Yeah.
res can come out. It looks like that Cappy is going for it. Yeah.
That was a very nice grenade from Bald-headed after Potato took out one of their members. I think it was Crimson.
Yeah. Now we should mention, this is also Fury's map pick.
Yes. So you guys chose map 1 and map 2 here.
And
You know, still surprised why you guys picked Downfall. It's interesting.
like I said, we've done pretty well on Downfall before, so it kind of isn't surprising to me. But personally, if I was playing in this, I would have asked not to play Downfall.
Just because we have, you know, 2 snipers on our team, so it's curious.
War Within's able to find James, though. I do feel like this is a map that Fury will sell a little bit more at.
I do too.
It's more in their play style. Potato finds Bald, and Cappy finds GT, and War Within finds another.
Theta found Theta with a beautiful grenade. Like, it landed at his feet, and he died instantly.
Yeah, it's just the timing was perfect, and the throw was perfect. It's like baseball, but with bombs.
Yes. Another C4 goes out, finds no one. It's 2 C4s now deployed, so Mayhem are out of C4 options. Ooh, that grenade would have found Evo if he wasn't inside of a crate right now. Potato found War.
Yeah, now it's all up to Evolution to be able to try to find 3 picks here. I know he could do it. He's a very talented player. He definitely puts in the hard work. And it's something about like how Evolution plays. He just has this map of like what's going on in his head. Even though he doesn't strike you as like that tactical kind of guy. He's like knowing him personally, he's like a racing car kind of let's have fun kind of guy. But he's just really good at having an idea of what's going on around him.
He's hunting for Potato. Potato's communicating a lot with his team. I'm kind of worried that Cappy is going to find the backside of Evo at some point.
He definitely has that line, and he's able to do it right there. Mayhem will go up another point to Fury.
Poor Fury.
No,
this is
not
their
poor.
map. This is their map. Their time to shine.
I believe it will shine at some point. Whoop. That was my beer.
Oh, no.
Spill is minimal. We can continue casting.
Little accidents happen behind the desk every so often. But
beers, man. Why is
it's
there like normal water?
it's the tallness of the bottle, I want to say.
Yeah, I should have just gone with my IPAs. Those are in a can.
It's good though that you spilled a Corona, not an IPA, because that would be a crime if you spilled an IPA.
Yeah, well, I've done that before. I just don't talk about it.
All right, we will get started here on round 2. It's now Fury's job to defend this objective. Got a lit Molotov from GT. Oh, Potato immediately finds a kill on War within on the middle. I'm not sure exactly where War was. Oh, he's going for the cross. Mayhem kind of just hanging out for a minute. They don't want to let Fury run up on them, I guess. Crimson, though, was able to sneakily push himself forward, so if Data comes out of the container right now, I don't think he's going to be ready to find Crimson. There it is, Crimson with a nice kill on Theta. However, Mayhem now know exactly where Crimson is.
Yeah, the rotation has to come out at some point. And it looks like that's
good rotation by Crimson. He's getting out of there. He's done his job. He got a member down. It's currently 4v4.
I've never seen Crimson use the FAMAS before, though.
Yeah, I personally don't like that gun. I believe that the sight's too high up. I don't like how it sits above the handle.
I don't know. Maybe it's just something that he vibes with, but I guess it is. He's able to find Deathblade. That's the second one for this round. Potato Plot's able to find Bald-Headed.
Potato almost got Molotoved, and he does find Crimson. Evolution found James. Now Cappy found the refrag on Evolution. It's now a 2v1.
Great spot to be able to find Cappy, but Cappy's just rotating back, and
sounds like he was able to call that out. So now Mayhem do know where GT currently is. He's going to reposition because he heard that too. He's like, oh, they're talking about me. I got to keep it moving.
And he knows he's the last guy up. Oh, he's going into an interesting little spot.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard defensive position when you're the last man up, I want to say. You can see that whole approach there on objective. No one can really sneak by you. You have GT opting to stay hidden within the metal meshes here. It's a pretty good position.
Yeah, it's kind of like a nice little different variation. He's choosing not to go prone though, which I feel like would camo him a little bit better.
Yeah. I don't like going prone myself, so I don't blame him.
You don't like tummy time?
No. I find that it takes too long to stand back up, and Onward is such a fast-paced game that you don't really have time to go prone and stand up. It depends, like, on the map, of course, but for cargo, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of prone on cargo.
Mayhem have used up half their time so far. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and GT's going to try to find that pick. Finds Potato Bot, but trades in the process, and Mayhem will go up a 2nd point.
Cappy all alone, running up the middle.
Just doing his thing, man. He's just doing his thing.
It's pretty amazing. Potato and Cappy are the only two to have any kills on Mayhem. Potato with 7 kills.
Wow, he's just doing the work here.
He's doing crazy amount of work. What do you think Fury needs to do here on this round 3 that we're about to see?
I think the key right now is the rotations. Fury just keep getting caught out a little bit in some weird spots. Need to just wait for, you know, Mayhem to come to them. They have to do it at some point. But I guess it's just patience right now.
So you think they're moving up too fast, I guess?
I don't know if fast is the thing. It's just they stay in one spot for too long and they're getting called out and picked off.
Yeah, I would agree.
If they're moving around a little bit more and feeling a little bit more fluid, I think this could favor Fury a little bit more because Mayhem are going off of each other's call-outs, and if the call-out's incorrect, that could put them in an interesting spot.
We'll see if Fury decide to take it a little slower here on round 3 once they get underway.
Yeah, we got the north objective to go out on this one.
Nice.
Nice. It looks like they're going to take a really aggressive strategy, just taking a listen in. Couple shots. More of those smokes are coming out, just like Bald-Headed said.
Oh, James. What a silly team kill.
Really sad about this is that Deflate did not stay tucked in.
Ooh. There's going to be some...
Oh, the nade from Crimson finds Cappy. And Evolution skirts away with his life. GT's able to get there. He tries to go for the refrag. Fury is on objective. Crimson is in capping range. War Within's in capping range.
Oh, they are capping. Potato's gonna get capped on. Wow.
But GT saves Mayhem.
Oh man. That was the Fury I've been waiting to see right there.
Yeah, me too. It's like I know that we can play really aggressively, and when they move really fast, there's nothing that a team that likes to call out can do because the call out's going to be invalid in a second. So it was really good to be able to see Fury kind of just run over Mayhem effectively in that one.
Yeah, that was some amazing aggression.
Kind of get some velocity going back in their direction.
Yes, fantastic aggression coming out of Fury, completely caught Mayhem off guard, and I mean that combined with that team kill early on really put Fury in a great position to cap. It's unfortunate that GT shot Potato. Good for Mayhem, but I mean, also good for Fury that they won a round now.
There wasn't too much. I mean, if he just waited a second, maybe Crimson could have gotten it. Crimson's a pretty good capper as well.
Oh, he had it. I had a feeling Crimson just had to hit send, but
I'll probably hear it. I'll probably hear it.
By that time, it was too late, and Potato was killed.
Crimson's gonna tell me the exact numbers that he was missing. Oh, it's just 8-7. He doesn't tend to. Crimson typically doesn't tend to think about that kind of stuff for too long. He's really chill. He'd be like, whatever.
I'm kind of curious if we're going to see that same level of aggression come out of Fury again on Volk. Seemed to work out for them really well last round.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll work on Volk. I want to say that, Mayhem are really good at countering those kinds of aggressions, but...
They are.
Yeah.
Ooh, Crimson finds Potato. That didn't work out for Potato at all.
Oh, the pre-fire just went in. Ooh, War and Defilade will trade now. There's res available on War side. A nade from Bald-Headed Fives James.
Oh, Volker getting super aggressive. Fury just running straight into Mayhem. It almost paid off, but Theta found Bald.
Now we're into a 3v3.5. The res will come out.
One down tunnel.
So Fury will once again have that one, or they no longer actually.
It is now a 3v3 situation. Pretty aggressive still from Fury. Theta just getting all these kills. Theta found War within. Now it's just Crimson and I'm sorry, who else is it? Oh, they traded. Theta and Crimson. The moment I turned my camera away, traded with each other. So now it all comes down to Evolution on objective. He's like, I'm making sure I am not getting capped on.
Yeah, no, Fury's been really good about preventing caps from happening and making sure we're a team of cappers, not capped ons.
I do have to commend Fury for their ability to not get capped on. I mean, James is such a sneaky capper. He will rush in and just type the code within 3 seconds, and it's like wow, what just happened?
No, the rotations this game have been really good. The right ideas have always, just die, don't let the cap has been in the mindset of Fury, and it's been really effective. We've really minimized the amount of caps that happen against us. Oh, and Evolution's able to find James. No sneaky cap from him.
Nope. Nice pick by Evolution, though. It caught him completely off guard.
Oh, I think he might...
Now it just boils down to Cappy and Evolution.
Just comes down to this 1v1. Can Fury tie it up? Oh, Evo's watching multiple angles, but he doesn't know exactly where Cappy is. And they're both kind of playing the same play style, just trying to be quiet. And they both know they're the last member up. Whoever gets spotted first goes down first, and that's generally how it goes. And it's a very interesting spot that Evo's got, but he's going to go to wherever he feels most comfortable.
I have a feeling he knows that it's just one more member of Mayhem, because otherwise, yeah, I think that's a really pushed up angle from Evolution, but he seems to know what's up. Oh, man, they are so close. Oh, he's going to catch the back of Cappy.
Yes, and Fury will tie it up.
Nice job, Fury. It does appear that we have lost a member of Fury. I'm wondering if they're going to sub somebody out or not.
Yeah, I'm hearing words from my sources that Bald had a technical issue. He has to restart his computer.
Okay, then I think we will cut away to an intermission. And once that intermission is over, we will dive straight into round 5. See you on the other side. And we're back. That was a quick intermission. Round 5 is just getting underway. Plenty of aggressive smokes coming out of Fury. We may see a potential cap here, but James was warning no caps.
And this is GT's favorite objective, so it'd be a travesty if he didn't try. One down on each side here. It's a 4v4. Bald-headed is able to insert himself onto the objective. Capitano is not aware of what's going on. Bald-headed is capping. This is Fury's chance to get snap 2, and they will do it!
Great work by Fury. They will take map 2, 4-2.
Very nice cap coming out from Bald-headed. Just the smokes on the objective have worked so well for them on this one. And once they got into this kind of flow, Fury are just unstoppable right now.
Yeah,
Question is, how many times did James say stay tucked?
I haven't heard him say it once yet, but my cameras have been all over the place, so I haven't
Maybe
really
he's just saying it to you.
He'll always say it in the radio, like all the time. But yeah, it's funny because I heard James saying, you know, no caps, guys, no caps. All right, no caps. And then it's like, it's almost like he jinxed it.
You really can't stop a cap whenever Bald or GT are on objective. Just the moment they get on there, they already have their tablet in hand, and they've got those codes memorized to the point where they can just hash that out in like 2 or 3 seconds. It's pretty incredible to watch.
Yeah, it's too bad Cappy didn't realize that they were getting capped on.
Yeah, just the smokes create a lot of confusion. I really don't blame him, you know. I play against my own team a lot, and for times it's like, what just happened?
Very true. It's like, wait, did they just... Oh, man.
It's just the moment. Mayhem are not taking any chances on map 3. They're choosing it this time, but it's a map that I think we've been doing really well on.
This is like one of my favorite maps for sure. Where's the...
Next thing you know, you're going to get called in.
There it is. I was like, where's the objective? Hiding in the shadows.
Of course, the shadow objective.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we should call it.
All right, bye guys. I gotta close the stream down and go play in Mayhem.
Oh, Fury's called me in.
Yeah. Quarantine.
Myself a more available one out of the 2.
Quarantine,
option
man.
of rotating people in. I think this is going to be an intense decider.
Oh, definitely.
Because I think we both feel really good on this map, and y'all have a bunch of snipers, but it doesn't lend itself to the sniping as much as Downfall does, because just all the junk from a plane wreck, which the plane remained remarkably intact, if I can say, for falling out of the sky.
I know. Those new titanium-based airplanes these days are super strong.
Airbus is putting out good work with their destroyed planes. Like, the wing is intact. Like, that just... I guess it is titanium. And it's bulletproof, too, so yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, titanium is very strong. Definitely bulletproof.
Where can I fly on these? It looks like that they're trying to cycle Cappy out. I wonder who they're going to put in. $5, it's Technic.
Yeah, probably Technic.
I swear, if he changed his name to Wookie, I'm going to wonder who I'm casting with.
I think Mayhem are subbing out a player for this map.
Yeah, they are. Well, they only have 4 people right now. If only we had someone here who had insider information.
I know just as much as you guys do.
I'm almost sad how well this drinking game has gone, like, for keeping us sober, because I haven't heard Evolution swear that much.
Yeah, it's all we have is one event to drink
One
by.
F-bomb.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we had.
That's all we got, yeah. We'll have to do a drinking game some other time, Wookie.
Under better
Maybe-
circumstances, I
Yeah,
guess.
maybe come up with more rules that could be more universal to Onward.
Yeah, I think that's our problem.
Every time there's a perfect grenade, shot.
Well, I guess I will cut us to an intermission while we figure out who this 5th player is from Mayhem. And we will see you all on the other side. And we're back. Round 1 of map 3. Series decider here between Mayhem and Fury. It's going to be the center objective. This is a pretty difficult objective to actually defend, I want to say. What do you think, Todd?
Yeah, this we were joking, it's called the shadow objective. It's just very open. There's not many places for the defense to kind of get locked down in, and so it really makes picking off the... Just as I say that, it happens. James both finds Crimson because there aren't that many places for the defense to hang out and hide in.
Bald's getting super aggressive here. Cappy finds Evolution. Theta found Bald-headed, though. He got a little too aggressive for his own good. Ooh. War Within is also going for an aggressive push here. Is he going to find Cappy?
The idea of the strategy...
Cappy's ready for it, though. Oh, he's not.
He's not.
Wow.
What a nice little maneuver from War. Is able to find that pick and be able to work. Ooh.
That aggression will cost them, though. There's just 2 members of Fury remaining. Mayhem could just run up to the objective, take one of them out, and cap right now because, you know, War Within is so pushed up. I have a feeling James is going to try to do that. He does not like getting capped on, so it's probably his way of coping.
Yeah. Eye for an eye kind of treatment. And GT's in a very exposed location. I think he knows that the rooftop is currently occupied by baddies.
Yeah, I think he knows that Mayhem have control of the roof right now. So he better keep his head tucked.
That's just such an they're both in such exposed spots. I mean, not like they have much of a choice, though. It's like...
Yeah, they kind of locked themselves into these current positions.
Yeah.
Theta...
Ooh.
Theta and War
GT's
Might find
taking
each other.
Burning. Fucking track.
Oh, got an F-bomb from GT. You know what that means, folks.
Oh, yep. Here we go.
Take a drink of your beer or a shot,
No,
whatever.
this is evolution, but
Definitely does find GT on that turbine. Objective is wide open now. Theta's not going to see the repositioning from... Oh, he does find it. And Mayhem will take round 1.
yeah, that's a bit of a rough one for Fury. A couple push-outs there that just didn't, you know, they didn't cash in as much as they invested, and Mayhem were just able to work off that and be able to find the picks and get themselves a point on the board. So bravo, Mayhem.
I mean, you know, I think Fury just wanted to just try aggression out one time on quarantine and see how it would work out.
It doesn't work the same on this map, but Fury are really good on this map. I don't like, it's weird. It's like they always play me on this one too, but it's like I'm not a big fan of long range maps, mainly because I don't have a stock right now. But you know, quarantine for me is one of these maps where I have an interesting relationship with it, where I don't like it like just as a map, but for some reason I'm good on it.
Now, this is a great opportunity to plug our sponsors. ProTube VR, are you going to get a ProTube for your index controllers?
I already have one.
Oh, okay. You just opted not to use it.
I also already have a VR cover for my index.
I still need to get myself one of those.
I'm missing a piece on the ProTube, and I never really put it together because I just keep sending back index controllers. So I just I never really bothered putting it back together until I know for sure that these controllers are gonna last me. And I'm hoping these ones will.
I mean, zip ties are pretty cheap. You could just
I mean,
get a
just in
zip tie.
quarantine, I'm not leaving my house, so it's gonna be a little hard to do. Nothing against ProTube. I absolutely love the product though.
True, and we also have some new sponsors here. We have Rebuff Reality.
Do sound systems,
Fixed.
like over-ear sounds. I think,
Fixed
for headsets.
Gaming.
Fixed Gaming does
Music
creation for content creators like on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer,
all the platforms.
Vine.
Is that ever going to come back, I wonder?
Probably not. They got TikTok for that.
True. I hate TikTok.
I'm not on board with it either, but that's because I'm an old man. Not really, but not keeping up with the times of what the kids are using these days.
We do have one player down from Mayhem. I don't want to cut to intermission because I feel like the second we do...
Are we just doing 4v4?
No, we're not. I think... Oh, Fury down a member.
Yeah.
Who's our other new sponsor, though? I'm missing one.
Arma GG.
Arma, that's right.
It's not really a sponsor, but they do our... they make our merch. Or they sell our merch. I don't know if they make it, but they sell it.
Right. Makes sense. So Arma
They're
GG.
our partners, I guess.
Oh, wait, no. I think that's just a Discord link. It's the .gg. So Arma and Fixed Gaming, Rebuff Reality. You were saying that they make headphones for VR headsets?
Yeah, so they make like index like headphones where they float over your ears. So if you don't have a system that has that already, like I think like the Quest or I don't know if what the Rift S does. I don't have one, but I think they do for the well.
That makes sense. Yeah, there isn't any.
But they make those like floating headphones. I can't call them over ear because that's actually a type of headphone that music producers use, but they're like the floating ones that the Index have, and you know, just from I don't have the ones that they have, but I can tell you like those floating headphones like that the Index have are really nice.
Yeah, I love the Index sound. It's amazing.
And you don't even feel the headphone there, so it's like you're getting, you know, pretty good sound. I'm not gonna say it's like the greatest sound like from a headphone ever, but you're getting really good immersive sound. And you're not even feeling a headphone, so it's kind of like you're in the environment then.
That's pretty cool. I would definitely buy that if I had a Rift S because I hate the onboard audio solution for the Rift S. It's terrible.
What do they use? I've never had one.
It's some weird. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a weird in band headphone.
Oh wow. So
It's kind of well,
interesting.
yeah, and like same with the Quest. I think Quest is more in the headband than the Rift S is because the Rift S has like that it's inside the halo rim for the Rift S. Whereas
Okay,
the Quest,
kind of picturing it.
yeah, whereas the Quest has that kind of baseball cap style of strap, so it's more in the headband of the Quest. I think we're at that point where I should just cut to intermission.
Yeah, I do know that War Within's loading back in. I don't know what's going on the Mayhem side of things, because I'm not the resident Mayhem expert here.
It looks like there's a lot of chaos on the Mayhem side.
So I think we should probably cut to
Mono-
intermission then.
Mono appears to be coming in right now, so we'll just give it another like few seconds, folks. We won't cut to intermission. Looks like both teams have their fifth member coming in relatively short, so we'll just stay here and keep you all company.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's what
cutting.
we're really good at.
Yeah, I feel like cutting to intermission is just I feel so.
Social distancing now.
I feel like it's too much distance.
It's a 6 foot intermission.
True.
It's just the right amount. You know we're there, but we're not going to spread anything to you.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of social distancing, I hope everyone is staying safe out there during these trying times. This is certainly no joke of a virus and whatnot. It's a very serious thing. So make sure you guys are social distancing and washing your hands, and don't pick your nose. That's how you get it.
Crap.
Oh, too late.
I've
Rip
got
TFH.
Rip. I press F for respect.
Yes, press F to pay respects. And yeah, here we go. I think Mono is joining any second now. Do you know if Warwithin is doing okay?
He's probably doing fine. He said he's loaded back in.
I still don't see him on the list.
Well, I think it's about time we cut the intermission.
All right, we'll cut to intermission, guys, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back into round 2. I apologize for the wait. We had, it's mostly Mayhem's fault that we had to wait this long.
Yeah, it's all Mayhem's fault, dude.
Had all these technical difficulties at the last second, so we apologize, folks.
It looks like Mayhem are going to have a very spread out defense on this round, just trying to control the lanes. Fury are clumped up in one giant ball of death.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about how close together they are. Oh, Technic does find evolution, but James gets that confirm.
Steal.
He did steal it.
It's a steal.
It's a steal.
He didn't do any work there.
He stole it like someone steals second base, I suppose. Just snuck right in there and got it. Oh, do I hear an M203 smoke? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Wow, that's an interesting location for the M203 smoke. I'm not sure I...
Trying to aim the tank.
One's on the bridge. He's on the bridge.
Oh, yeah. It is. A little overshot.
Perfect.
Definitely got a nice headshot on Crimson.
One's still in burning.
Oh, they're on the bridge, and Fury's a little confused by that positioning, and GT will pay the price for not knowing where that's at.
Yeah, nice position by Tech. They didn't even see him. Oh, that grenade.
With the nade.
Nice nade. Found James behind the turbine. Okay, I thought that was another grenade.
Great for Fury, because now Technic's going to have to make this rotation. Fury might have an opportunity to see him. Oh, he was able to maneuver just right.
He does get a revive on James. Nice revive from Technic. He had to jump out of his, nice sniping position, sacrificing it to get that revive.
Now, War's got to bide his time here properly. If he pushes out a little too early, he's going to be completely exposed by the roof.
Yeah, Theta's giving callouts from the roof. Just 2 members here, all stuck on the center. Mayhem still 5 up, are pushing in. Got Potato on the ambulance. He's looking for that last guy in the burning building.
We got Ball that is looking for that rooftop. Ooh. Those peaks are coming out, but Mayhem are doing the right thing. They're pre-firing whenever they're peeking, so it kind of reduces the amount of time that anyone in Fury have the ability to look. And definitely it's going to try to force the peek on Bald.
Oh.
But the nade goes out. Definitely it's rotating into it. And Bald gets it from the grave.
Crazy grenade found Deflade.
Yeah, Bald totally calculated his death in the process there.
Yeah.
Oh, War finds a really nice little angle on a potato bot.
This is crazy. I mean, Mayhem were 5 up a moment ago. Now it's 2.5 versus 1 member of Fury.
Yeah, can call out where War is, and that will definitely make his job a lot harder. But the math here is a lot better than how it was earlier.
Does look like
the res is going to come out.
Yeah, Theta's going to get that res. That was a 3v1 situation. Still not very good, but Fury have been managing to get some kills, picking those members off one at a time as they run at him.
Yeah, War's been really good about finding these little picks here and there. Oh, now he's going to go for the run across. Oh,
Theta sees him and will take him. Mayhem go up another point. Yeah, that was a risky approach by Fury to all kind of get bunched up there in the burning building. They allowed themselves to get kind of caught.
Yeah,
and then they got stuck there. They couldn't move.
There was no push to try to take over the rooftop, and so that kind of, I think that's what really sealed the fate on that one, is that the rooftop was definitely a big problem for Fury in this case, and that's what really held them up. Still waiting for the teams to finish out hacking out their strats. We will have an objective change. It's the corner objective. I know Bald-Headed in particular really likes this objective, but he's going to have to defend it first before he gets an attempt to throw the tablet at it.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see a cap next round coming out of Fury, because they're going to need it to stay in this game. This is round 3. Mayhem have the southeast spawn. This is one of my favorite objectives right here, besides the gas station.
Yeah, it's really nice to be able to attack. It's a very open objective, so getting yourself on there is tough. And when you get on there, it's really easy to get that cap. And I feel like it's also a pretty balanced one as well.
Evolution's pretty pushed up here. May come back to haunt him.
Shit.
Oh no,
Fucking
Bald threw a
Right
bad
about,
grenade.
right
Need to rotate.
Crimson finds Theta. Wow, Crimson is extremely pushed up. Does get caught out by Deflate, however. Wasn't expecting to see such aggression from Fury, but I guess you guys are kind of known for that.
Yeah, I mean, we really like to push out, and the aggressive plays definitely work for us at times, and works for Evolution in that case as well. He's able to get a nice little down on the Deflate. Technic finds GT. It's only a down, and Evolution gets the confirm as well as Technic. Currently at 3v3. Both teams are pretty evened up. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Mayhem are kind of going for a bit more of a south approach on this one. It could work because there's a little bit more cover than on the north side, but they do have to worry about Evolution in that tank courtyard.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they realize he's still there. They may have gotten a little distracted.
James has to take the needle after taking a couple hits from War.
Is that you? I think shit, I stopped shooting. I could have got. Evo southeast.
Evo takes out the drone. He's going to get caught on that rotation by Potato Bot. Nice shot coming from...
He knew, Evo knew that his position was given out, but oh, Bald-Headed on top of the park bench finds James.
What a shot that was.
What a nice one.
Bald going for the flank here against Potato. I think Potato's ready for it, though.
Yeah, he's... Oh, I don't think Bald is.
Nah,
No,
he's not. Potato got him. Now it's just a 2v1 situation for Mayhem. War Within's that last remaining member on the roof. Potato and War trading shots.
If Mayhem's calls are correct, they know that War Within is just the last guy, and he does have a chance here. War's done some good work.
Gonna ride along with War for a moment to see what he does.
He's in a very exposed position as a member of Mayhem is about to make his peak on that. Ooh. He's able to get that rotation, and now he's challenging Technic, but he hears Technic. It's a trade, but Mayhem will get that point.
War is angry that that was a trade.
I would be pretty disappointed too.
I would be too. Yeah, you know, it's trades have been happening a little bit more often these days. Hopefully, patch 1.8 will fix a lot of those kinds of problems. But until then, we gotta deal with what we have here.
Well, this is the time for Fury to stage a comeback. It's been really close this entire round.
It really has been. Kind of hoping to see Fury get, you know, after that amazing performance on Cargo, like a couple points on the board here on Quarantine. I know this is your guys' favorite map as well as Mayhem's.
It's our favorite, but I just know we do really well on it.
You guys have been doing some great pushes. It's just in the end coming down to like a 1v1 situation, and the score line doesn't show how close Quarantine has been. It's been like Fury has been catching Mayhem completely off guard with their forward Volk positions.
Can we have that phrase just be on the ticker during the intro?
No kidding, right?
I feel like that's how we summarize the entire season. Everyone's blaming Theta for big kills we still lost or something. I don't know.
Looks like Tech just kind of pre-firing towards the south, but Fury have the northeast crater spawn, and it has not been identified yet.
I think Crimson Smoke will definitely give a good picture of what's going on there.
Fury doing a good job closing in on Mayhem from the north, while still spreading out towards the south. Oops.
Yeah, they got Crimson on the south side. He's kind of handling all that. It's not too far south either where he can't support him. Oh, he's in a very exposed position. He does take the hit, but he's able to live to fight another day or another round.
Grenades coming out. Almost found James. Fortunately, he's tucked. I don't know why that keeps happening. Behind that north wing.
Bald is not looking. No. He doesn't see Defilade, but one other Fury member will see that and try to go for that refrag, but Defilade's just too quick for GT. Ooh, the nade is almost close as well. And GT just gets caught out as well from Defilade.
All these grenades are just so close to each other.
These peaks of what have been really killing Fury, though.
Yeah. Oh, man, these grenades are just so close to their targets, but there's always an object there to block it.
Why are we playing Onward? We should be playing basketball.
I do see somebody crab walking over here. Evolution's going to get picked off by James on the north courtyard. Now it's just two members of Fury remaining here. This is match point.
Yeah, for Mayhem, and they've been really strong on this map.
Crimson.
You weren't kidding when you say this is y'all's favorite map.
Another amazing grenade found no one, however. Theta shooting at Crimson got him worried, and then Potato with the follow-up headshot.
Yeah, and Mayhem will take the map and the game against Fury.
Yeah, that was a nice trade between Warworthen and Defilade. But I feel like
the nice trade is how we've always ended these rounds. It's always been trades. Just shows you how like in tune these players are, especially in the 1v1s.
That's very true. Incredible performance by both teams here. I think that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah, I don't really got much else to say.
I mean, there was a lot of really close rounds that the scoreline doesn't show, like we just mentioned. But other than that, I mean, clean game coming out of Fury. Beautiful cap that took map 2 for them. The Mayhem just dominating on those longer range maps.
Yeah, and it was really good that Fury chose Cargo. That one round really showcased like what we kind of really specialize in, just, you know, bringing quick action and just getting in codes before people can really even tell what's going on. And so really fun to be able to showcase that on the cast.
Absolutely. I mean, fantastic aggression all around. Think that'll do it for us. We're going to sign off here. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this crazy game. Any last thoughts before I close this out?
Yeah, I don't really got any.
Guess you did.
This beer's almost done, though.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget your beer, folks. Don't ever forget about your beer. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Wookie with one E and TFH with the swear word in the middle. We're signing off.
See ya.